Yep, so, kiki doki doki woki woo. We're going right into the next game. This is, of course, a best of 3, so if WCTL manage to win this game, they go through 2-0 and progress to the next stages. And Balls Deep have to go into the lower bracket where they will fight for their life in best of 1s. It's exciting times, guys. I mean, if they've got pocket strats, man, now is the time for it. Now is the time to bring out those deadly strats. And banning Luna, apparently not enough.
Dire team ban.
Turns out that Recoil can play another hero as well, so there's that to worry about. First ban going up to Balls Deep. They get to play Dire this time, so it leaves them the option to try some naughty Dire kind of strats, so they can easily snatch up that early Roshan. I mean, drafting Shadow Shaman again would allow that. They've gone for the first ban on the Timbersaw, and let's be honest, J-Lu was pretty damn lethal on that Timbersaw in the last game. Again, their first banning out Nature's Prophet here from WCTL. They just don't like the rap. They don't like the rap. They like to farm. Are you back here, Shen?
Timbersaw burst. Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, Timbersaw is gone. It's just not really a surprise, is it?
No. He
10 seconds.
did what he liked and had fun doing it.
5 seconds.
And now they're sat here wondering, do we ban Luna again?
Reserve time.
Can we beat Luna?
Would it be okay to let Luna get through?
Well, apparently banning it didn't make a difference.
True.
But they've gone with the Invoker ban instead.
Radiant team ban.
Now I'm curious to see if Noob's going to play a different mid hero again, and see if he can do a different hero for every game of the tournament. He's going to run out of them eventually.
Well, I remember, you're not having these. I don't care. No.
Damn you! You went back on a deal that we didn't officially care about or shake on. That's
Give a
just,
fuck.
man, you have no bro code in you.
Dire's pick.
Clockwork being the next ban from. We'll change this later. Incidentally, they didn't change it later. It stayed the same. Maybe that is part of the joke.
You can have the money.
Hooray! Mail it to
Just
me.
don't- well, you just can't have the quavers.
That's because you're eating them.
I know.
You're incredibly professional. I'm proud of you. So, first pick is going to come out for Balls Deep. What do you go with this early on?
It's gonna
5
be. Show us. No, fuck it.
I mean, they haven't. We'll change this later. Doesn't really have to. Well, they've gone for AA again. They haven't had to like do any kind of respect bans because they didn't have anything that was really difficult to deal with for them in the previous game. So they can just ban the heroes they definitely don't want to face and ones that will fuck their lineup. Because they can pretty much left Luna first pick. Recoil.
They let him have it. Give it to me.
You can literally just imagine Recoil at the moment, like
So
jumping for joy. He's kicked the chair over. He's fist pumping. He is so happy.
Say he's disconnected in a minute because he's just happy.
He's ripped his computer out of the socket because he's so happy. And CM being picked up again, so sticking with her.
Dire's
Can't really
pick.
knock the Crystal Maiden, really. She's pretty good. If your lane goes passive, farm jungle. If you want to gank, she's pretty damn good at solo roaming. Hell, if you got an easy enough off lane against your safe lane, she could just stay in the jungle for the entire game. Well, not the entire game, but for the early game, and then you don't know when she's rotating. Lifestealer. Well, this is probably going to encourage some bans or counter picks to stop that bomb potential. You've got Puck, Quap, and Storm Spirit being the most popular bomb connectors.
10 seconds to go.
Do you think they're going to waste bans on that, or they don't care?
Come back up.
5
I don't know.
seconds.
If they think they can out carry him, which you can't.
Reserve
Actually,
time.
Luna versus Lifestealer is pretty decent if you can initiate.
Well, she's better in the entire team fight, but if they single each other out in the middle of it,
No one can man fight Lifestealer very easily
true.
because he's just good at it. Oh no, no Venomancer for you.
I like Venomancer.
No spitting. But yeah, I mean, if Lifestealer has that kind of, they have that bomb. Luna's actually pretty vulnerable to that.
Immensely so, troublingly so.
Because the amount
10
of damage that
seconds
comes
to
out
go.
from a Lifestealer's infest, plus whatever the hell happens to be
5
initiating you as well,
seconds.
is pretty substantial. And she's a squishy hero early game.
Yeah, it's a 400 AoE.
Mm.
Really can't be sniffed at.
And if it's a Storm Spit they go for, if they doesn't get banned out, it's a huge amount of damage, because he's doing a hell of a lot of damage as well.
I'm going to be a little bit worried for, I don't know, sort of an abbreviation, Wuktala.
I think it's Klingon, isn't it? That's what it sounds like. We'll change this later.
WCTL.
It's a difficult one to say, to be honest, especially in the heat at the moment. I've been trying desperately.
Clever
Team.
ban out there.
Probably the best idea. Noob might be sad. He might want to play that, but
So I'm assuming we're probably going to see a quap then.
she's kind of fallen off, to be honest.
She used to be the mid.
She's still good. She's just not as good.
10 seconds to go.
She was still like the mid, you know. We need a mid. Oh, quap's
5
best.
seconds.
Yeah. I mean, the puck's still in the pool, so that's an option if they want to play puck.
Reserve
I don't know
time.
if JD likes puck as a hero. He's been more of those kind of semi-carry heroes so far, being playing Ember
Yeah.
Spirit and Invoker, so it's difficult to tell.
I think he'd done, if of the choices available, I would say he would go quap just for the,
Well, a ban from OD does suggest they kind of want that idea,
Ban.
yeah.
which means that
Quaps against ODs are sad ladies.
and puck hates OD too. Anyone who's an intelligence hero hates OD.
Pretty much. I can't ask it anymore.
You just have to play Conquer or
Radiant's
Viper against
pit.
him, something like that.
Hmm.
Shadow Shaman being banned out, Bean, which actually does kind of
Dire's
indicate
pit.
that they want to pick up bottom, because that's a setup and a half.
Indeed.
Also,
Indeed.
it's actually a really good pick against the Lifestealer as well, because you can
Yeah.
through Magic
EKB
Immunity,
piercing.
yeah. Fiend's Grip can hold him in place for an entire team fight, should you be able to do it from a safe position. That's the thing about Bane. He's very good at early ganking, and in a team fight, his job is kind of to sit back now
10
and pick the
seconds to
perfect
go.
moment to do that Fiend's Grip, where he knows they won't be able to stop him doing it.
5 seconds.
It's a lot more difficult than it sounds.
It's got a lot of components that can fall out.
I've played Bane a lot, and I'm
Reserve
shit
time.
in a team fight. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you always think.
Ganking wise, pretty on the ball, but as soon as the team fight happens, I'm just dead. Rubik
Kind of a
pick up.
good idea to snack up the Rubik there.
Well, yeah, because even if he's used his lift, he can just steal Fiend's Grip and then use it on Bane.
Exactly, that's what I'm expecting.
I mean, it's pretty decent spells in general to steal from their team. Lucent Beam's not too bad on Nuke with a low cooldown. Crystal Maiden's spells are all pretty solid, and actually
10
all of Bane's spells are
seconds
pretty
to
nice
go.
to have. So
5
can't
seconds.
complain, can you?
I could.
You could complain.
No Lena.
They're going to the extra time now.
Reserve
It's whether or not they
time.
want to pick up Mirana again.
I'm expecting her. Just for that good old fashioned combo.
It's a really difficult combo to ignore. But then again, she'll be off lane and not carry. So she won't actually be able to use it unless Bane's rotating to initiate it.
So,
Well, they've gone for the Nyx pick.
Dire's
tick, tick, tick,
pit.
tick.
So Nyx, I imagine being played on the off lane. Possibly in mid. He's another one of the heroes that's probably going to get a little nerf when it comes around to the patch, because
How do you think they're going to do it?
Hmm?
How do you think they're going to
lane him, or how they're going to nerf him?
To nerf him.
I think they'll either nerf his base armor or they'll nerf his health regen,
Base armor, then I'd say.
Seconds
because
to go.
it'll make him less viable as a solo offlaner if he has less
5
armor or
seconds.
less base regen.
I guess the whole
Reserve
the armors
time.
is going to be pretty drastic for him. It's like the movement speed reduce. You know someone's fucked when you see that they've taken movement speed.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the stats, I think it was he's been picked or banned in 80% of pro games. Nyx Assassin.
Was that do you think they picked her up there just to make sure?
Can a pick.
Just to make sure they didn't get her.
Yeah, because she could be laned in mid in this situation, and Nyx Assassin could be laned in mid, depending on what the pickup is from
10
Um,
seconds to go.
Balls Deep. But I mean,
5 seconds.
of course, Balls Deep do love Mirana, so you know they're just gonna pick her all the time.
Just about so.
Reserve time.
But yeah, Nyx Assassin. I don't. I assume he's going to be an offlaner or
And they get rid of another good
Fan.
no bombs for you.
slot for bombs.
They've literally got Quap left now as the decent bomb. Or they have to pick a bounty hunter. That's another one.
Oh,
Radiant
Ricky.
clip.
Or Ricky. Though I don't think that's probably where they're going to go with that. Where are you going to lane
No.
a Ricky? But yeah, I tell you what else is another one. That's a possibility. But because they had to pick first, it's difficult to do it. The Centaur Warrunner is turning out to be a pretty good offlaner these days.
yeah, we've seen it happen.
We've seen it happen. And of course, as soon as he has that blink, he does exactly the same as Storm Spirit. He blinks in, stomp. He does whatever that move is. That
Double
takes
edge.
Double edge.
No,
That's
double-
it. Thank
is
you.
it double edge?
I think it's double edge.
I'll have to go look it up now.
Which does a phenomenal amount of damage. Plus, life still exploding out of you. Whatever you've hit is dead. It's just dead.
Yeah, it's pretty much the perfect initiation. And then everybody goes fast.
And they can even do it. They don't even. To be honest, they can actually do a Mirana ultimate to get really close.
True. Yep. And then, yeah, everybody's buggered, really.
Bat Rider. Actually,
Rider.
Noob is actually playing a hero he's played before now.
Oh.
And now the lanes and now you know what the lanes are going to be. It's going to be a safe lane Luna with Crystal Maiden and a Bane. Nyx Assassin on the off lane with Bat Rider being played in the mid position. Unless they really mix
together.
it up and they put Bat Rider on the off lane. But I don't think that he's kind of a J-Lu kind of hero, judging by what J-Lu's played in the past. And I know Noob has already played Bat Rider and had a fantastic game. So
You'll probably be picking that up.
10
So
seconds
you've got a mid
to
laner
go.
left. They've got just under a minute to pick it.
5 seconds.
What do you reckon, brah?
I'm still thinking it's going to be a co-op just for a delivery system. There's also squishy heroes in that team as well. Sonic Wave will have a whale of a time. As long as you don't hit a spiky Nyx.
Spiky Nyx ruins everything for everyone.
It does. Everything every day.
That's another thing they might nerf, but I don't see why.
How are you going to do it again? Longer cooldowns the only way you do it without making it a bit bum.
Yeah. I mean, I really like the fact that Nyx Assassin's come back into to use a word that everyone despises. Meta.
Or the
Magnus.
meta.
Magnus. I like
Magnus.
him being played as an offlaner. Actually, that's the way I like to play him now, rather than the whole stupid pub stomp.
But now you
kind of-
can't mid anymore.
You can still mid, you just need the right hero matchup. Like, he'd do alright against Magnus.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's being picked up by JLo. He's going to be on the offlane. JD playing Magnus. First time I've seen him play this hero. Considering that the last match was the first match I've seen them play. But yeah, Magnus is a little bit different to the normal kind of semi-carry heroes he plays in the mid position. Should do all right against Bat Rider, though he still has to be worried about that turn rate because already Magnus's turn rate's shit. Because he's he's a big fat thing with a horn. So
He essentially needs a turntable to go around.
just skewer away in about a couple of seconds. I just got to turn around a bit.
You just dub over some like
5
clanking
seconds.
machinery noises as he turns.
Yeah, something like that.
Well,
Okay, so they're going to discuss their lanes, although we've pretty much sussed out what they're going to be. Again, off lane is Noob. G.
well played, well played, well played.
G. GG. G-U-N-G. They could go aggressive tri-lane. If they want to.
Jemima's even worse. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Who's that, your granny, Mulgate? Is that what you...
Career and advantage, I think, goes to Dyer. Just about.
You're not a fan of this thing.
What this thing?
What is it, the war... Is that the War Dog?
Yeah, it's the courageous war dog. Enduring war dog. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No,
Yeah.
I was apologising for my ignorance.
So, 5-man smoke going down bottom, looking to kill off Luna, probably, but she's going to just sit here behind her tier 2, because fuck everybody else. Yeah, they're going to find nothing, but they might be able to ward up this jungle. Although it didn't really help them last time, they did it.
It's always good to.
Nyx Assassin has this really helpful ward here, which is going to actually protect him from the support, so I'm going to want to kill him. If they run a defensive tri-lane, they might want to run an aggressive, but I think they're at a disadvantage if they do
30
that.
seconds
Unless they're
to
running it
battle.
with the Mirana and put Lemon Lemon solo on the safe lane.
You can definitely handle it, I suppose. Who's he going to be up against? Nyx. He's got that set that you got. At least part of it.
Yeah. He's got all of it, I think.
No, he doesn't have the weird,
Oh no,
spiky, overarching thing that you
that's a-
insist is a Dagon.
it is. It's a genuine Dagon. You only get it from the lockless
It begins.
lockless luck boxes or lunchbox. That's the word. God, words are hard today. It should not be casting. But yeah, the Dagon is not part of that set. It's just a additional.
Oh, okay.
It's one of them rare things that's worth like £8 or something.
I see.
DD being found by Mulgate. Is he going to take it? Yeah. Nick Assassin's not getting any CS for the early stage of this. Again, they're deciding to run 2 defensive tri-lanes. Nothing that can really stop the Luna from farming here.
Certainly not Marana. In fact, I worry for her.
Nick's Assassin is not going to... He just wants the levels. But with this DD up, currently on Mulgate, he's not going to get any
He's got a lot. He's got higher chances of living through this than the Marana.
He does indeed. And I think Marana needs more farm than he does, I'll be honest. Nick's doesn't need
Nick's
shit.
kind of run. I mean, people always go, "Oh, he needs a Dagon for that extra bit of burst. Otherwise, he's not bursty enough." But
Yeah,
he
but...
definitely functions far better than Marana does. Otherwise, Marana with no farm is just a smoke.
It's not like the heroes he has to worry about are really... Oh god. Just missed that.
Yeah, that was great.
JD...
Thanks, we both missed that.
I got in as he died, so I don't know how that happened, but Batrider's gone down. Noob dying to JD in mid. He had 7 stacks up on Magnus during that fight, so I imagine it was a pretty hefty fight. He's actually got 8 one charges as well now to enjoy.
To sip on.
Num 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 num. If you ever get so dangerous. But yeah, I mean, JLo has a couple of things he can murder, because Rubik doesn't like being stabbed to death by Nick's Assassin.
It's about to find out, in fact.
AA as well. Yeah, see the
Not having
damage.
fun in that matchup there. Oh,
This is a very dead JLo. Actually, the power case comes up, but doesn't do anything to level 11.
frozen.
Oh, you're in trouble, JLo. And this could be a second kill going towards those balls deep boys.
Looking good for them.
It is.
These 2 minutes into the game.
It's a little early to say.
No,
Yeah.
it's too late. We can decide the game at 2 minutes
So
in.
the game is over now, as far as you're concerned. It's all in
it's all-
lemons now.
It's all on the
He's going to carry this game forever,
Bastard. It's cost me £3.40.
which I don't know I'll ever get.
I'm going to mail it to
I'm
you.
going to try to remember.
I'll mail it from work. Make them pay for it.
Yeah, you can't lose any more money.
Sure can't.
Noob, you might be a bit careful here. Oh, never mind. JD wanted to just kill nothing. And Noob's now going on to JD himself. He's got the 1
Oh,
charges
JD.
though, and the skewer misses.
Being attacked.
Rotation
Oh,
actually
yeah.
coming in. In comes Mulgate. And over. And that's another kill on the Batrider in mid. He's not having the greatest of times.
Bottom is missing.
And Marana, what have you done? Nothing. You should have a look at the last hits anyway.
It's not looking fun.
Well, Luna is farming pretty happily. She's not really had any trouble on this lane, so that's right for them.
I suppose so.
Batrider's not having the greatest of times, but even if he gets behind, he still has the option to start doing the jungle. I mean, I think it's being stacked at the moment. No, Crystal Main's farming it. Never mind. So Noob going aggressive on JD again. He really wants some kind of vengeance.
He needs some sort of vengeance.
Yeah, but now he's behind on levels. He's got to be careful. He's bottling up. He's going to chase. Oh, he hasn't got his... No, that's a nice little ward for... What? Rune for Magnus. JLo's in trouble now because there's been a pull. Has there been a pull? No. No, I'm imagining things. But
Seeing things.
he's like, what can the fuck can I do? They've farmed all of the camps. I can't pull through myself because I like to do the pull through in that camp.
Yeah.
Keep myself alive. It confuses puppies. Only because, you know,
It
we're...
really does.
It's because we're in such a shitty pool that no one knows what the hell's going on when the wave doesn't follow them. And they're like, what the hell
I'm
happened?
pretty sure you can be in very high and people won't know what you're doing.
Oh, the last time I played...
I've heard people playing in very high and having people who don't know how to pull properly on the normal pull cams.
Oh, that's because there's too many people playing Dota that have, like, boosted their rank by queuing on, like, obscenely stupid servers so they can play their own mates. Have you heard about this?
So, what's that?
You can, if you queue, right? Anybody
Yeah.
who's listening to this, don't do this because you'll be a dick. If you queue on a like obscure server, like you
Bottom
search
is
on
missing.
C servers for Well, they're trying to actually kill Noob here. They've got the RP. They're going to skewer him back as well into a cold feet and a zap, but they can't actually kill him. They're lifting him up. Can they kill him? I think Noob's a dead man now, but the freeze coming out from Scumgummy is going to back him up. They do get a return kill on that Magnus. And actually, Batrider got the goal before he died as well, which is nice.
At least it's something, but it's not certainly not where he needs to be.
Well, Magnus didn't want to die, that's for certain.
Magnus has got... He's got help in hand. He's
a far ahead anyway.
He
got the
certainly
first
doesn't
blood,
lose
so.
as much as Batrider definitely did.
Well, at least Batrider gets more experience more than anything, I think.
I suppose so.
He's got level 6 now as well, so it's going to be more difficult to
He
die
is.
from on his own tower.
He can start having fun.
He needs to grab something and fuck its day up. Yeah,
What about a wizard?
What was I talking about? Oh, yes.
You were talking about somehow boosting your
boosting
rating.
your matchmaking rating. Yeah, you can boost your solo rating, right, by if you queue on an obscure server with an even more obscure language. So if you go on C servers, right, and put Portuguese as your language, you can easily match up against your own friends who are also solo queuing, meaning that you can just get yourself, they can just feed you and you can win the match. And this is what a lot of people are doing to get like 7k MMR, right? And
It's just like the people who used to, in Warcraft 3, used to artificially lower their ratings by just having bots that instantly quit games so they could just trash pubbies.
It's kind of the same thing. It's the other way around though. They finally go back to playing a normal game, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm playing against Dendy," and they get fucked. And all they do is basically turn up and ruin someone's game. They ruin people's games all the way up.
Sounds like Dota players to me.
They ruin people's games all the way up because obviously they're winning a game because their friend is feeding on the other team. And then they try to play solo after that, but they don't know how to play Dota, so they ruin everyone else's game in their high games as well. It's ridiculous.
So who does this?
Pricks. People who love their fucking MMR are like, and they can be like, "Oh, look at man, I've got 7 kills." They're e-penis basically.
Yeah.
They're
Sounds
like,
about right.
"Look at my e-penis, it is massive." But they're awful Dota players. I'd rather stay in my fucking trench tier where I belong, to be honest. Anyway, back to this game. It's been pretty passive actually for the last couple of minutes, allowing me to actually talk.
I think both teams wants to play this farming.
I think Recoil likes farming, full stop. He's played Luna
Yeah.
in almost every game, and when he wasn't playing Luna, he played Anti-Mage. So farming is Recoil's thing. Maybe that's why he's at university.
If you liked Luna more, he'd have a nice set for her.
Even I have a set for Luna, but I'm awful at Luna. I should never play Luna. Oh dear. RWX said, in trouble here, getting snapped back. Manages to get Nightmare up on Magnus though. There's an Invis Batrider controlling him, and he's grabbed hold of this Rubik, and a TP's coming in from Scumgummy. They might be able to pick him off. They get the freeze on him. Can they get enough damage? They knock him back as well into the fire. The Invis is coming up. Can they get him in time? No, they don't know where he is.
Don't throw yourself in for that, Batrider. It's just
So close, my friend, but no cigar. So yeah, that was pretty close there. And almost died because Bane, or RWXZ, managed to get himself in a silly position.
Dyer's middle
Maybe he was
tower
just
is
baiting,
under siege.
knowing that the Invis was up on the Batrider and hoping they could get a kill off of it. Because Bane is one of the more difficult supports to kill. Not because he's HP or anything like that, but
He's got a toolbox to make sure he can.
yeah, he's got a huge nuke that also gives him HP back. What's that? Oh, my overlay. Good lord. There we go. Sorry, boys.
Were you done?
I left my overlay in from the drafting so no one could see half of the game.
So they've been watching nothing.
No, they can. There's a big hole in the middle of it. It's had the UKGL thing round it. I knew it was going to happen at some stage that I was going to fucking forget.
Jesus Christ.
I got it in the first game, damn it. Yeah. Nope. Moran almost died as well.
Nix is not doing awfully. I mean, he's managed to snag himself a pair of booties.
Yeah, and now he can do his combo. And
Now he can actually has the mana to do a combo. Well done, Nix.
I think he has enough to do it anyway.
And here we go again.
Lag on 2. Or I can take this time to say bye. Sorry everybody who was watching the stream. I forgot to turn the overlay off. That'll look good in the highlights as well. Well, I get to I'll upload it to YouTube and everyone can see my fuck up.
Yep. Well done.
Yeah. Let's look at the graphs because we're bored. It's only 9 minutes in, so not going to be very significant. XP is slightly ahead for WCTL, and gold earned is pretty much
On
even.
level.
I can't see because there's a pause button in the way, but it looks pretty even.
That 250 gold advantage.
Yep, the game's pretty passive at the minute. I mean, Nick Assassin's got level 8, so he should be killing something very soon, or wanting to kill something.
Assumably he wants to kill good old Life Stealer.
It's not the easy one to kill though, man, is it?
Well, no, but it's still what he wants to do.
Because the problem is, if you want to kill the Life Stealer, you have to initiate with a stun, meaning you don't get the Vendetta damage. Because as soon as you hit him with Vendetta, he is going to use Rage.
That's why we need Bane, who is almost got his Fiend's Grip, so he'd be fantastic to take a little trip up there.
He hasn't even bothered with Enfeeble, because they were only up against a Mirana. He should have done it to Mirana at level level 1.
That's just cruel.
I mean, she's at 65 now. At level 1, it's minus 30, so she'd still be completely screwed. And this is level 6 at the minute.
It's just really, really cruel. It's like just kicking someone on the floor.
Yeah, they're talking about the overlay, but they fixed it.
Have you?
Yeah, I fixed it. I just double checked. But of course,
I'm sure.
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, I'm looking at it now in my open broadcaster software, and it's currently on the correct one, so we should be gravy.
If I was me,
Hopefully.
I'd keep saying that it wasn't.
Screw you guys. We're just looking at we're just looking at kittens falling off the table from the GD Studios forever now. No one gets to enjoy the game. It's just going to be us talking about the game when you can't see it.
Yep.
That's how we roll. So yeah, AA is going to be back soon.
We'd
JD
hope.
is back with Magnus already. Look at Magnus. That's a Vagand, is it you? Hello, Magnus, you beautiful thing.
It's not very beautiful. I'm not
Okay.
even going to acknowledge.
Hats. I think Hats is actually one of the casters, if I remember rightly.
I don't like him.
Because he's got a name that reminds you of TF2.
Yes.
Why is there no Magnus sets yet? Surely there could be loads of sets.
Is he broken up?
Probably not.
There's some weapons, isn't there?
There might be one.
First season.
He's so like pro that he can use Zeds and everywhere.
I don't like the googly-eyed duck.
Look at little Princess Crystal Maiden. The thing that creeps me out the most when you're in this view and it's paused is like they still blink and their mouths move and stuff. It's like a cape
Yeah.
is waving about for no reason.
I've known like people saying they have to put they have to turn the portrait animations off because they see them sort of, like nibbling themselves and chewing.
It's like someone just goes freeze and they have to stand there waiting.
It's like
Like
it's like school drama.
Yeah.
And freeze.
Is that something you partake in?
Only because it was forced upon us.
Bat Rider's bat is a horribly rendered thing.
It doesn't really look like an animal.
It's a blind bat. Well, it's not blind. He's got a hood on it.
Yeah, he's got like a falconry hood on it.
Hello, Bad Rider, you crazy blinking guy.
Still don't like that a bat like vomits fire.
It's like kind of a scary bat rather than a proper bat.
Why does it vomit fire? He should just throw like, Molotovs or something.
I think they're still talking about the thing now. They're telling me it's
It's
fixed.
fixed, don't worry.
Well,
Good.
they've got. The problem is, as soon as they said that, I changed it, but it's like 2 minutes delay. So
2 minutes.
at least it's been fixed now. I've noticed from like doing actual team fights in this game, that I'm about as good at casting as Suns fan, which is pretty depressing.
Don't put yourself down.
At least I haven't gone "Arrgh!" at something yet.
At least you haven't tried to release an announcer pack that everybody hated.
Have you heard what the announcer pack might be? That the first caster announcer pack might be AC, the guy who doesn't understand Dota.
Great, fantastic.
I have a good voice. Yes, we know. You won't shut up. You won't let the analysts who actually know what the fuck is going on talk because you're too busy getting overexcited about insignificant shit.
I think I'm probably guilty of that.
Yeah, but you can do it in an ironic way.
Yay.
That AC just doesn't understand what's happening. Like he's...
The bet's off, Recoil. It's already lost.
he's getting above his average of 1. Oh yes, looks like the stand-ins managed to get back in, but JD is still having problems. He's having a good game at the minute as well. It would suck balls if they'd have to drop this game because of in-net problems. Or reschedule the game, I think is the best bet. It depends whether or not there's going to be enough time. I mean, if they can fit in... I mean, they can play it tomorrow if they can all find the time. However, you know, it depends whether or not they can actually find the time. So, it looks like Magnus is just going to farm up a Blink Dagger straight after his bottle. He's got 1800 gold, so just keep me happy. Let's look at Bane. He's always amused me.
What?
The way he just, like, the way he floats around looking like a drunk grandpa.
Look, he's the horrible, jittery man horse. It's fucking horrendous.
Yeah, at least he doesn't fucking move during the pause.
I suppose.
I mean, he's got that whole... His little legs dangle, don't they? The front horsey legs.
Yeah.
Not that he
I always
needs
really
legs.
liked his design because he is a nightmare. Because that's where the word comes from. That's why he's a horse. That's why he's a centaur. Video games are happening.
Yes, they are. Oh, keep going. So the game is back on now, and I've forgotten what was happening. Dota
Nothing much.
was happening.
Farming was happening.
Bane just got up his level 6 as well. He'll be happy about that. Mulgate still looking for level 6, trying to get some solo XP at the minute. Mirana sat mid, kind of waiting for an arrow. Might look to get this Crystal Maiden actually. She's wandering under. Yeah, she's trying to de-ward. She might get hit by an arrow if she's not careful. But Benevolent is apparently
just throw the
asleep.
arrow.
I think he's asleep.
Oh, he's woken up.
Oh,
No, he...
what's going on? Where am I? Where's a tree? Oh no, Fiends get going up on JD. TP support coming in. Arrow comes in as well. Does miss the battle rider. They're going to drag him back. And Bane actually right in the middle of things. But they do get the kill on the Magnus. And they're going to get out as well.
Things aren't over for...
Noob 7.
What a kittle.
With the Kutun.
What a kittle.
I think there's another team in the thing which had a strange like abbreviation. We just called them Bugle because it was more fun. We can call them Wutterkottel.
What a kittle.
Dyer's bottom tower is
Oh,
under
look at the
attack.
what a kittle.
Okay, so Recoil's going to just punch his tower using glaives. TP up top from
Dyer's bottom
Bane.
tower is being attacked.
Looks like they might lose Levin Demon, but he's just gone and hidden in a
Dyer's
creep.
structures
And JLo is
are
desperately trying to kill him, but in comes...
Dyer's
Oh
bottom tower is
dear.
under siege.
Lifestealers do what lifestealers do. Escape.
Yep. Even with the rotation, they still couldn't get him. Because Fiend's grip was down.
Yeah, that's pretty much the lynch. The lynch pin.
JLo actually did a pretty damn good job of damaging him as much as he did.
Yeah, they did their best.
For the infest.
But when you ain't got your ultimate, it's just not good enough.
And D1 continues to be taking out that Rune Ward. The Mirana is in trouble. She's in the trees. Recoil's just going to try to kill her. Brain Sap coming out from the Rubik. Must have stolen that from Bane, obviously. And yeah, Luna is just like, I don't care. I'm going to continue to farm. I have lifesteal.
Dyer's bottom tower has been denied.
Deny! Pro.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Radiant Star's getting punched in the face by a catapult. We've got AA and
Radiant's
Lifesteal
middle
up top
tower
now.
is being attacked.
together they may rule the world.
That's actually a really dirty lane if you're caught out.
Pretty much.
I can't run. I am freezing.
Radiant's middle tower
There are
is
two on
under
this lane as
siege.
well. I mean, they can just nightmare. Actually,
Nyx is
TP
getting
coming-
excited.
Yeah, Nyx wants to kill. He wants to kill. Fiend's Grip goes up. Out comes in Vendetta damage. Holding back the stun so you can get both of them. Battle Rider comes in as well. Can they
Oh,
get
no, the
both of
wrong
these
one.
two? Doesn't matter. That's 2 kills.
That's what they wanted.
That's exactly what they wanted and what they needed as well. JD's here on the tower. I don't know if he can do much to
It's
defend
good to
it.
see the Bat Rider is still strong enough to, you know, he's got the tool set that once he gets going, once he gets his 6, he can still make space if you're good enough.
Yeah, it's
And
got
the
a
Blink
ridiculous...
Dagger helps with that as well.
Definitely. And of course he was initiating on a team that was stunned. That definitely helps. But yeah, it just means the skill cap on him is much higher now. But he's still really good at doing exactly what he has to do if you're pro enough.
If you are so MLG, it hurts.
Major League Gaming. So awful. They cancelled one of their tournaments recently actually because it was going to be a bit too close to TI, so...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm glad TI is...
Yeah, TI got moved. It's going to be in June, I think, this year, as opposed to a bit later.
Dire's middle tower
Okay,
is under
well.
siege.
Oh wait, that means we're even earlier going to have the hero drought.
That means there'll be a patch in like May.
I guess so. Do you think we're ever going to get that redesign of Shadow Fiend that we thought we were going to get?
One day.
He was, you know, they like renamed on the test client. They renamed all these like files to Nethermore and things. It's like, yes, it's going to happen.
He'll be ready when he's ready. Oh, RP on 2. In comes the whole team, but Noob's just going to grab up JD and drag him back. Lemmings is going to town on that Bane, but he still can't kill him. He's just going to wander away. Lemmings is
still
getting
got Fiend's
Fiend's
Grip.
Grip as well. He's in deep shit. Fiend's Grip stolen here by the Rubik, but it's not going to make much of a difference. Yeah, and then another one goes down as well. Noob managing to get frozen solid. Oh no, Nightmare up on Mulgate. He might be in trouble. J-Lu's waiting for his stun still. Spike Carapace and oh jeez, he's just melted there. Yeah, that fight did not go well.
Changed this later, really pulled their asses back into this.
Dire's middle
Yeah,
tower
this
is
Bat
under
Rider's
On the
doing
end
lot
of a
work.
flaming lasso.
The Bane just wouldn't die. That was the problem was.
tower is under siege.
I think it
Refused
was
to
all
die.
down to a chock-a-block magic stick.
Yeah.
Radiant's
AA
bottom
comes
tower
out.
is being
Has his
attacked.
spite. Fuck you.
Dire's top tower is
He got all
being
4. He gets Spike Carapace for his trouble.
Ow.
I don't know if it procs on the dot damage. Oh, TP coming in. Probably going to be cancelled.
tower has been
Uh,
destroyed.
Unless he's that suicidal. Lemmings is actually chasing recoil, but he can't catch a Luna. Despite this build he's
Radiant's
gone for.
bottom tower is being
He needs
attacked.
drums as well if he wants to catch Luna. So yeah, it's looking pretty bad now for Balls Deep. They need to get some serious picks. Because the entire time they were 4-man in picking, it's just Luna's just going, I'm farming everything. Everything in the
Super game
world.
for our stuff right now.
She is just...
70 gold per minute. Yeah, she's got that nice big stack.
Yep. I don't think it will finish her big AB, but it'll be close.
It'll look good regardless. Nix. Is he going to be able to make something work?
He also picked up a Blink Dagger really recently, so that's another...
Although they don't know it, now now would be a great time to mess
Yep.
things up.
I mean, there's no RP up at the minute as well, so... In comes
No
Bat Rider,
infest.
drags back. Blink also from Lou as well, getting a stun up. Oh, he got the... managed to scare them away, and there is a kill going the other way. They've only picked off Morana so far. Fiend's Grip up on JD, and now they're trying to kill off RX as well. Oh, J-Lu is going to go down.
Oh,
Oh dear, that went horribly wrong. Magnus picking up 2 kills.
Sometimes your luck just runs out.
I mean, they got the kill very quickly on the Morana, but I think... I don't know, it just...
Radiant's top
A
tower
lot of
is
shit
being
happened.
attacked.
Also, I think RP came back as well, just as the fight started. Which is really unfortunate.
Radiant's top
I
tower
didn't
is
come back, what am I
under
about?
siege.
I'm full of shit. Ignore me. Let's come
It's a
back
sad
now.
state of affairs that a decent shockwave
Radiant's middle
will
tower is
ruin
being
them.
attacked.
There's a lot of their health
Radiant's
gone.
structures.
Or the opening to future armor, as I like
Radiant's
to call
middle
it.
tower is being
Here
attacked.
comes Lou. Tries to stun. Can't do it though. Arrow comes out. Searching. They've got to pick off this poor Magnus anyway. Jailer getting the last
Vendetta
hit
on the
with
Rubik.
Vendetta. Oh. They've stunned him though.
This is going to be a sad day for Bat Rider.
Oh, he's going to grab
no.
Morana again.
Poor
Dragon
Morana.
him into the fight. Oh god, she's dead.
Under attack.
Keep running. Keep running, little Mulgate. Luna in the meantime.
Dire's top
Beating up
tower
their
is
tier
being
2 up
attacked.
top. This is
Big
the
old
thing, they're just
BKB on
fighting
her.
4-man and Oh god. In comes Lemons though. Manages to get the slow off on her, but she's just gonna man up. I don't think she can do this actually.
No.
Oh
She thinks
dear.
she can escape,
Dire's
so...
middle tower is under attack.
Kill going towards Lemming. He's gonna be happy.
Dire has fortified its
Needs something to be happy about right now.
Meanwhile though, they're just pushing tier 2
Dire's
instead,
middle
in
tower
mid.
is under siege.
Pretty much.
They do have RP up.
Goof troop incoming.
Here they come.
Dire's
Stick
middle
together.
tower is under attack. So
Arrow?
that's something that's happening.
Will it connect? No, they despawns before it gets to him. And
Why does Enchantress not get picked up anymore?
She does. She doesn't get picked up
Does she?
in these games because jungle heroes aren't that favourable unless you're like really good on them. One of the teams has been played.
Good, and there's giggly butterflies.
I think it's easy peasy the team that picks her up and then picked her up in a couple of games. I might be completely wrong. I might be.
Maybe. All the vendettas going off here.
It's just everyone
Both with their teams.
next to each other.
Ooh.
Right, so try to pick off his AA. That's pretty easy kill.
Or
Actually.
AA.
Arrow doesn't find him. Magnus is going to want him though. Blinks into the trees and he'll be safe.
Too old for this.
Uh-oh. Blink initiation on the Magnus. Stolen is Lucent Beam. It's not going to be good enough. Oh, the Eclipse, man!
It's 2 more lucid beams back in his face for his trouble.
Yep.
Triple homicide.
The ultimate being used there and Lemon being able to escape. Oh, unless they Sentry Ward him and get Fiend's Grip on him like they just did! In comes the Bat Rider as well. Arrow flies out, does connect with the Bane. He's going to rage up now, trying to body block him is new, but they actually can't stop him from getting back into his space. AA ultimate comes out, but I think it's going to miss.
Dire's
Yeah.
middle tower
No
is
problems
being
there.
attacked.
But a triple kill for the offlane Nyx there. Just kill stealing his way to the top and takes the tower as well while he's at it.
Has been destroyed. Radiant's
I reckon his next
bottom
aim's
tower
going to
is
be. I
under
mean, he's got a
siege.
gem now, so I don't know when that came about actually. But
Sorry, who's BKB?
I said gem is on Nyx Assassin.
Oh, I thought you said
Bottom
he
tower is being
could.
attacked.
No, I did not entirely sure where that turned up either.
I'm just kind of curious what items he's going to go for next.
Radiant's
I
bottom
mean, is he just
tower
going to
is
go
under
into
siege.
Desolate? What am I about? Dagon.
He's got enough money. I would have thought he would have bought a component of it by now.
He might be going for something more
Radiant's
utility
bottom
based.
tower is being attacked.
True.
You're really losing now.
Then what are you going to do? I mean,
Well,
Orchid might be okay.
Well, back to
if
my
you can-
magnets.
It's never a wrong item.
It doesn't synergize well with the way he kills people solo, but in a team fight it'll be quite good if you can manage to nail Rubik with it, or even Lifestealer. If he can't rage,
A die up here, I think, or is...
he wants it. You can see it. Oh, 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 oh,
Mm.
oh, 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 whack! Stun. No, goes.
No.
Spike Carapace isn't going to be enough. Steals Spike Carapace, but dies before he can use it. That's a shame. And another kill for this next assassin. He's having a fantastic game.
He's not having much problems here.
It's just very difficult to deal with an assassin once he gets to that stage where he can really effectively kill off supports solo. Oh, they're trying to get the Lemon. If dragged him towards the team, he's got rage up, but it's not going to be
Faced
enough.
with the drag. Hilarious.
Oh no, he's dead. So they're just going to take this top tier 2. Shouldn't be any way they can stop it. They've got Magnus RP, I suppose, but they haven't got the lifestealer damage for another 25 seconds. So they're going to have to give up this tier 2.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And after that, well, AA ultimate's going to come out there and just cause all kinds of problem.
Dire's top
And an arrow
tower
goes through. Good
Dire's
dodge by
top tower
recoil.
has
Not going to be taken out that easily. And off they trot. I think the best option they have now is a Magnus Bomb RP.
Has Magnus managed to snag himself a...
Yeah, he's got.
He has.
He had a blink
So-
a while ago, I think. We just hasn't really had a chance to initiate because it's mostly been initiations the other way around.
Yeah, they... Radiant really do control everything, making most of these people... Well, Lifestealer seems to still be confident enough to leave his base, but everybody else is a little too scared now. Especially as Rubik and AA will lose half their... and Rubik, AA and Mirana will lose half their health bar.
They'll just die to make assassin then. At this
Well,
point.
so I mean lose their their health bar to Vendetta, because... Yeah. Everybody
Yeah,
loves.
has he hit
400
level
physical
16 yet?
damage.
Oh dear. Rubik, man. You're just in trouble. And Dagon up on Nick's assassin.
You just waited to buy it straight.
Yeah, why not?
I suppose so.
Maybe he wanted buyback. But
So what are you gonna do, Dire Team? You just have.
I don't know. Really, the mid game is when Lifestealer is supposed to be like balls deep in
Except
the
he's
enemy.
got himself. He's putting himself together a basher, which I would have thought was not a fantastic idea. at
It's
this
good
sort of
on him,
stage.
but he would have. I think being a.
There are far better things for him.
I think at this stage you probably wanted to have an assault crash or something like that.
That's what I would have thought. I mean, I say it every time I see bashers come out on Lifestealers. They always buy it before they have any sort of major attack
start
speed
off with
item.
recoil.
but
Can they actually
decent
kill him off?
arrow.
Nick's assassin comes in and Batrider, so they're just going to drag JD away. Huge ultimate come out from Luna as well, takes down the AA. Actually, no, he manages to get murdered by Vayne, but all the damage coming out from that. And that's another tier 2, and they're all in their base now. And yeah, Will Changer's Lair can just farm up the entire map as they see fit.
I'm assuming they're going to snag a Roshan.
They might as well. I mean, they've got to defend this at the moment. They know it's. They know that they kind of have to. They can contest it when Magnus is back, because he didn't get to use RP. Oh no, he did use RP. No,
He did.
He just didn't do anything. And the AAL, you can check with AAL at least. I expect they'll be flinging that in there at some point.
Maybe.
No, it's gonna be too late now anyway.
Yeah, they couldn't do anything about it if they wanted to.
Well, if it went in, it would have killed Jailu, which would have been nice, but. Oh,
There it was.
a little bit late, bro.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. I know.
I really would like to see Balls Deep pull something out.
Yeah,
Maybe their balls.
They have the Wombo in the AAL and the RP, but
They just never managed to pull it off. They've always sort of been caught with their pants down.
they've just got to be careful. Basically, they're going to be difficult to push into, is the thing.
Seriously, not enough warding going on for them either.
It's because the supports are just terrified of leaving their base because of Nick's assassin.
I mean, at this point, I understand that, but you got to ward. You got to get out there, and even if it means dying.
They're going to smoke, so at least they got that going on.
So here we go. This is where they make plays and make things happen.
Well, they're going to know they smoked because their base is being attacked and they're not doing anything about it.
Yeah. Radiant Nix.
Next.
Nix.
They could catch out recoil actually, and if they actually went in the jungle, because the smoke. Oh, RP on a single target, determined to kill recoil. Actually pushed him out of the ultimate though. They're still going to get the kill. But now
Not
they
the
need to
kill,
get. They
there's a
need to
native.
get out of dodge. Get out of dodge. Nick's assassin's here. Oh no!
Oh,
In comes the
dear.
Batrider. Lemon's being dragged away. Mirana's going to town. Oh my god, the damage coming out from those glaives is phenomenal. And the ultimate from Scumgummy as well. They've lost 3 for an Aegis so far. Invis is not going to be. Nick's assassin has himself a gem. That's 4 they've lost. Only
Okay,
Mirana
declared
getting out.
hide. GG.
Arrow hits J-Lo. And yeah, GG, well played. Declared by Balls Deep.
They're already gone.
Determined to kill off Mirana as well, just to make sure that they win the game.
There we go.
Yeah, they should have just left after they killed off the Aegis.
They would have. The problem is there wasn't a direct line out. They'd have to go back and up the bot lane to try and get their asses out of there.
Yeah, and obviously they'd used all of their abilities.
Well, we're back to
initiation abilities.
stomps.
Yeah, so future reference for teams playing against will change the Slayer. Don't let Recall have Luna. He will farm the entire map. But I think the Batrider really. It was the Batrider once he got going.
The Batrider and the Nyx really
and the Nyx.
made playing. I mean, what the Luna at the end of the day just made a lot of farming.
Yeah,
I mean-
she had the ability to just kind of like man up against the entire team towards the end, but it was because of the space that was created by the 4-man. It's really weird that they'd kind of done the old Chinese style of playing of like 4 protect 1, although it's less protecting her by just babysitting her and more protecting her by being an obnoxious
Making
amount of
fights elsewhere.
just killing shit, and then they're forced to deal with you. Means they can't go and gank Luna.
It's dumping all their attention elsewhere, and then you don't notice a little lady on a cat.
which is difficult to gank anyway, unless you can get really.
She
quick
does
burst
have
damage.
roller skates.
She's got a rocket-powered cat. That's what she's got.
Mm-hmm.
Nova is just.
Nova.
But yeah, they played really well, and also Crystal Maid picking up either a Ghost Scepter towards the end, so she couldn't be murdered by Life Stealer. Life Stealer hates it when you have Ghost Scepter. They had a lot of ways of dealing with him because they had 2 disables through his rage.
Yeah, they picked up those really nice rage disables, which were just the real. Let's not use this. I'm sorry, they were the bane of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, report! I'm reporting
I
you.
can report myself.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, I was going to report.
Lemon?
Report Lemon. I'm not allowed to. Apparently, I'm going to ignore him instead.
Could you imagine if spectators could report people?
I need to report him for deliberate feeding. Steam profile. Let's see if I can comment. I can report his Steam profile for more report violation. Offensive harassment. Didn't. Lost me the bet.
No, but it was a good performance from both teams. The first game was definitely more balanced, but you know, we'll change this later. Wins 2-0. They're undefeated at the moment, so they're looking good going forward. Balls Deep still have a chance because they've got that loser bracket game, which is a best of 1, so it's kind of like all in on that game. And we'll see who they end up playing. I don't know if the other game's even finished yet. Might have.
I really, even though, short game, lots of stompiness, but they really did, at the start of the game, we'd jokingly called it.
Yes, you had called it, and obviously that is the curse of the co-caster. Never.
Well, fine, I'll do that from now on, but honestly, it didn't look so great. It looked like they were going to start, tumbling down and not get their early advantage off, and then, they jumped off their ramp.
I don't think they're as dependent on the early advantage as the other team, though, because Lifestealer needs to kind of snowball quite relatively early. Although he is good late game, don't get me wrong. There's better heroes late game than him.
True.
And especially if they have that many disables that can completely shut him out of a team fight. That's pretty worrying, really. It's
True.
like,
Luna is also that sort of odd carry because she's good early, she's good medium, she's good late.
and this is why she needs to.
She doesn't really go against them. She doesn't really follow the rules.
Her basically, I think they just need to nerf her laning a little bit. I don't know how. It's either that or make Glaive shit again. Because it's the Glaive buff that made her what she is today. Because they're just broken now.
It's quite funny.
They're just,
It is funny.
especially pushing, because normally if you lose a team fight, you can lose Rax, which is fair enough. But you don't lose them anywhere near as quickly as you can lose them against the bloody Luna. Especially if you've got a Manta style. Once that tower goes down, you just watch them melt. It's gone. And those tier 4, they can go straight tier 4s as well. They don't even need your Rax. They can go straight tier 4s with it. You'll just bounce between the 2 tier 4s.
Yep,
And
pretty much. It's
Yeah.
quite obscene, really.
yeah, you got to be really careful with her.
I'm thinking maybe they'll reduce the damage. They'll increase the damage reduction.
Maybe. I don't.
But
know.
I don't know.
I don't. No, they'll still be broken. I will leave it to Ice Frog because he knows what he's doing and we don't.
Does he?
Oh, he knows more than me. That's for certain. I mean, look at the balances we've got now. Like I said, it's one of the most balanced patches at the moment. Really, there's not
True.
any really OP heroes at the moment. All there is like heroes
Strong
that need
ones.
to be. Yeah, all they need is to just bring the other heroes up a little bit. So there's even more heroes
So
in
he's
the
suggesting
pool.
we just have some power creep.
I don't care. What's bad about power creep?
That somebody always gets left behind.
Yeah, Broodmother, but fuck her. No one likes her anyway.
She says one of my favourite lines.
She has good lines, but she's an irritating little shitbag that does nothing but sit in lane.
So he's anti-mage then.
No, Anti-Mage farms the entire map, and Broodmother farms where you can see on the map because
A
you can
bad
see all
nature's prophet.
and Nature's Prophet farms the entire map as well. But no, Broodmother, she's like one of those heroes that's like... It's like I said, she's really static. You know where she's going to be because you can see where the webs are, and she's not going to be where the webs aren't because then she's gonna die.
I suppose you're right, but still.
Lemons wants to take you on one-on-one. I reckon he'll probably take you. Because we're awful.
I'm too tired. I want to go do something else. You can have that. I mean, what is he talking about? I was supporting him. I bet on him to be better, and I'm the bad guy. He can have the £3.40.
I just told him that you're too scared.
That too. Just tell him that I believed in him, and he should have believed in the shenanigans that believed in him. Not in the lemon lemming that believes in him, or the lemon lemmings that believes in me. If he can't bring his spiral power to this, then I don't know what he's going to do.
He wants to one-on-one Sven. So a one-on-one mid-Sven matchup.
Sounds pretty funny. And maybe I'll do it tomorrow.
Oh, was there any more casts? Let's have a little. I don't know. We're just rambling now. We probably should shut the stream down.
You should, because I really need a wee, because I didn't go in between the matches.
Yeah, I'm going to shut this down now. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody who's tuned in, and we really appreciate it. There should be matches on Wednesday, I believe. So the 26th is the next time there'll be matches. We should be casting something then.
Boners.
Ball bags. I can't even remember who's playing. I could look. Could I look?
So if Balls Deep lost, does that mean they didn't go balls deep enough, or they went too far?
I don't know. It's difficult to call it early, isn't it?
On that question, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
I'm not allowed. I don't know if I'm allowed to sign it off.
Well, you might as well. I mean,
Only I get to dance.
you can sign off. Thank you for your sign off. It was amazing. People will remember it for years to come. In the meantime, I'm just going to stop the stream, and people can get on with their lives and not listen to us anymore.
Don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Cheerio.